Molly and Cody stuck outside. Honestly, that's probably the most ridiculous scene I've seen so far. And sure, everyone loves Lucy, but I'd be perfectly fine if she never showed up again. She's just obnoxious. Kristina? Yeah, she definitely needs some serious therapy. If you're actively looking for trouble, you're probably gonna find it. Yet somehow, she's still stuck in that same tired storyline. It's beyond old at this point. As for Kristina's grudge, she's never going to get over it. I actually liked Sunny's approach, telling her it's just not worth it anymore because of Avery. For once, the adults made a decent decision, but Kristina, always going to be immature about something that was, an accident. And Alexis, can she please quit acting like she has any idea what Danny wants? Newsflash, lady, you're not his parent. Her self-righteous attitude is giving me whiplash. What exactly was the point of having Molly and Cody stuck on a roof together? Are we seriously trying to set them up? If so, why didn't they at least try to go up the stairs and check if another door was unlocked? Or, I don't know, climb down the fire escape? I called this pairing a while ago, and I'm actually kind of here for it. Molly needs a break from whiny TJ anyway. Seriously, where is TJ, by the way? Now, if I were writing Cyrus's exit, this is how it would go. Something lands him in the hospital. Jason sneaks in, injects his IV with Digitalis, because why not? And then pulls out his phone to show Cyrus Alexis on FaceTime, because nothing says goodbye like your enemy's last face being your sister's. GH can run the autopsy, and, of course, the main staff, Portia, Liz, Lucas, will just pretend it's a heart attack, even though they know better. Also, Kristina, please, she's on my last nerve. I used to barely see her, and now she's everywhere. Thank goodness for the fast-forward button. So Sidwell and Natalia are married? Well, that explains why Ms. Plastic Face is all over Sunny. She's probably helping Sidwell take him down. Can we just put Carly and Sunny back together already? I'm starting to like Molly and Cody. She needs someone a little more free-spirited, and he definitely needs some reeling in. They could balance each other out, but honestly, I never saw Natalia and Sidwell coming. I kept fast-forwarding through the Cody and Molly snooze fest until he randomly tossed his pants over the ledge. And Lucas's reaction was priceless. Is that a pair of pants? Seriously, what even was that? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. Well, if Ava's heart didn't just grow a few sizes today, who would have thought Sunny and Ava would actually come together for the sake of their daughter? Sure, Sunny's health crisis was a huge factor in him negotiating with Ava, but still, I was really hoping that, as Rick made his scene, Sunny wouldn't drop dead right there. Please let them sign the paperwork before something else goes horribly wrong. And of course, Rick wasn't exactly thrilled. Loved how Ava shut him down, though. She straight up told him that for Rick, this whole thing was about revenge on his brother, not about Avery. Go Ava. Then there's Kristina. I saw that coming a mile away. She's not going to let this slide, and it's clearly eating her up inside. No shiny new business deal is going to fix that. Honestly, I'm expecting her to do something drastic. Maybe kidnapping Avery. Who knows? Also, did you catch Nina's little jab at Rick? When she said Sunny could teach him something about being a man? Ouch. Nina's been with both brothers, and well, so has Ava. Classic Nina dig, and I'm here for it. Now, the scene with Natalia and Sidwell. Priceless. I had a hunch they were exes, and now it looks like I might be right. That could get interesting. Then there's Lucy, acting like a total airhead when she's supposed to be a businesswoman. She hardly knows a thing about Sidwell, but wants to do business with him anyway. Lulu was right to call her out. That whole subplot? Terrible writing. But back to Kristina. She's going to mess everything up for Sunny, I'm telling you. If she doesn't kidnap Avery, she'll find some other way to cause chaos. Honestly, she's not cut out to be a mom. She's so stuck in her own drama, she can't see what's best for the kid. She doesn't get the whole bigger person thing, you know. Just putting aside differences for the sake of the child. The constant custody battle is never good for a kid. But instead of growing as a character, Kristina's just stuck being an immature brat. Ava's made so much progress, and it's great to see her evolving. She didn't deserve to lose that divorce settlement either. What a mess. Alexis is just as childish as Kristina. And speaking of Kristina, are they trying to pair her with Lulu? The scene today felt like a chemistry test to me. Honestly, I'm not totally against it. If it distracts Kristina from her path of vengeance, I'm all for it. Wow, Steve Burton is really knocking it out of the park since his return. Honestly, he's been far better than anything we saw from him on GH or any other soap. I'm honestly so impressed by his performances. Glad he's back. As for Alexis, yeah, losing a kid, that's pretty much the worst thing imaginable, so her rage over Sam's murder totally makes sense. With how many people have wanted Cyrus dead, it's pretty clear his days are numbered. His time is definitely coming. But let's be real, Sam's not dead. She's somewhere being held captive by some villain everyone thought was long gone. She's too much of a fan favorite to just disappear like that. Getting rid of her was a huge mistake. The scene between Jason and Alexis today, chef's kiss. And now we've got Lady P spilling all sorts of info to Sasha. Oh, and surprise. Sidwell and Natalia were married. Who could have guessed? But wait, is Sidwell Blaze's dad? And seriously, Nancy Lee Grahn and Steve Burton? That was some powerful acting today. Cyrus, buddy, putting your hands on Danny? Huge mistake. As for today's episode, Brooklyn's got a point. Maxie's still mad at her because, surprise, surprise, she tried to ruin Maxie's marriage to Dante and Alexis. Well, now she has two whiny daughters to deal with. Willow's got no right to judge either. She and Drew started all this drama when they cheated behind everyone's back. If they just kept it in their pants, Michael and Sasha might have learned something from them. But hey, it's their own fault. Let's be real, there are plenty on this board who can't stand Sonny, and some of them will go to extreme lengths to blame him and the actor, naturally, for everything that's wrong with the show. But just a quick reminder for the few of us who still enjoy Sonny, we actually like him. Some of us even tune in specifically because of him. Shocking, right? We love the actor who brings him to life. We love his so-called dangerous lifestyle. It's fiction, people. We adore his short fuse and the fact that he does plenty of dumb things. And yeah, those of us who love him also love to hate him at times. I don't always agree with the guy, but there's something about his presence that keeps me watching. Also, let's give a nod to Maurice Benard, who runs a mental health program on YouTube. Instead of just hoarding his fame, he's actually using his platform to help others talk about their struggles. Big props for that. Now, here's the thing that really gets under my skin. I get that some people can't stand the character, but it's downright frustrating when that hate spills over onto Maurice himself. Yeah, sure, he's a big name and has influence. What actor doesn't? But blaming him for every issue on the show and spreading rumors that he's some insecure diva who can't work with other actors. Give me a break. We all know how it goes. When any lead actor sticks around, people get shuffled in and out. That's just the nature of the beast. And can we please, for the love of all things holy, acknowledge the fact that no one on this show pays for their crimes. They're all murderers, kidnappers, liars, and don't even get me started on the adultery. They're all still walking around because, let's face it, nobody wants to watch Sonny, Luke, Jason, Valentine, or any random cube just sitting in a prison cell for the next 10 seasons. This Is an Orange is the new black, the mob edition. Maurice Benard seems like a genuinely nice, thoughtful guy who uses his moderate fame for good, and honestly, that's kind of amazing. I started watching when I was barely old enough to tie my shoes, and Sunny was the reason I kept coming back. Despite the vocal, sometimes over-the-top hate on here, let's not forget, Sunny is a core character for the general audience, and he's loved by more people than you might think. Dr. Liesl Obrecht. So I've been diving into some old General Hospital episodes on Prime, just casually trying to catch up on all the drama since my retirement. And let me tell you, Liesl Obrecht, absolute gem. The woman is a riot. What I love is how her humor isn't in-your-face obvious. It's all about those subtle, sarcastic digs and ironic observations. Honestly, it's genius. I'm not sure how she exited. Haven't gotten to that juicy part yet, but seriously, bring her back already. I want her back so bad. The show just has that perfect balance when the cast feels connected to the hospital, not just some soap opera family tree. Remember the good old days with Robin, Patrick, Britt, Sabrina, Liz, Epiphany, Monica, Lucas, Brad, Felix, Amy? It was the perfect blend of hospital drama and personal drama. And let's not forget Liz hitting the town with her girlfriends after work. It was pure fun. Bring back that magic. Let's give Steve Burton the credit he deserves. Honestly, his return as Jason has been way more enjoyable this time around. The scenes are actually interesting, and it's refreshing to see him interact with the Quartermaines more. It's clear he's having fun with it, and that makes it so much better to watch. Turning him into more of a father figure to Danny has been a game changer for his return. Finally, they didn't just bring him back to repeat the same old tired storylines. He's been absolutely nailing it in every scene, and I have to admit, it seems like the time off and exploring other roles really gave him the energy and fresh perspective he needed. Seriously, I'm all in on Jason right now. Steve Burton is absolutely killing it with this material. And I have to say, I'm kinda digging the idea of him and Sasha. Not as a couple, necessarily, but more like a quirky bestie duo. They complement each other so well. Who should come back to Port Charles? Well, let me tell you, for me, it's obviously Gia Campbell, played by Marisa Ramirez. Why not bring her back to stir the pot? I mean, we've got Nelle. Let's just have her complicate the custody battle over Wiley while Michael's off doing whatever it is he does when he's not ruining everything. The writers can tonally come up with some convoluted, nonsensical excuse to wipe away her past crimes and magically keep her out of jail. They've done it before, right? It's practically their specialty. Now, about Robin and Patrick Drake. Sure, some people think Robin is this untouchable icon who should never, ever be recast. But let's face it, Kimberly McCullough isn't coming back. Anna's practically a one-woman show over there, and we all know she needs more family, especially with Sasha now being her half-sister. Plus, if anything were to happen to Tristan, God forbid, they could always bring Kimberly back for a one-off. She'd probably do it for a paycheck, and the recast would understand. Everyone wins. Alexis, the queen of self-inflicted drama, where every issue is somehow someone else's fault. Case in point, telling Danny that Sam was murdered, without Jason being anywhere near town. Brilliant move, right? I mean, if there's anyone who could help Danny work through his grief and anger, it's clearly not Jason, so why bother waiting for him to be around for the family discussion? Let's just throw him into a spiral and watch the chaos unfold. So Alexis decides to break the news, completely misreads Danny's reaction, surprise, surprise, and then acts shocked when he loses it. Of course, now it's everyone else's fault that Danny reacted poorly to hearing about the suspect. I'm sorry, but did no one consider that maybe it wasn't her place to tell him in the first place? But hey, I'm open to hearing other thoughts on this one. And then there's Kristina, who, once again, was right. Maybe keeping their mouths shut until they made sure Danny had some actual support around him wouldn't have been such a bad idea. But no, why not just invite him over, drop the bomb on him, and then send him back home like nothing happened? A plus parenting Davis family. Clearly the best way to handle a grieving kid, right? As for Alexis, she's been a walking contradiction when it comes to Jason for as long as I can remember. I still think making her Sam's mother was one of the most questionable decisions the writers ever made. But hey, that's just my opinion. Sure, maybe it wasn't Alexis' job to tell Danny, but let's not forget her big concern was that he'd find out in some messy, accidental way. Like, I don't know, Rocco overhearing something and spilling the beans. Which, naturally, is exactly what happened. So yeah, not entirely Alexis' fault this time, but still, classic Alexis. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.